Hey y'all, it's Rightplan here from Novagamer. We are back with the mighty quest for epic loot. This is Castle Defense 14. So if you guys haven't seen the first 13 videos, you can go check those out. We also just put out a new Castle Attack video, which was Castle Attack 3. So if you guys want to check that out as well, you can go do that. And if you guys want to be a part of Castle Attack 4, we already have 4 people that want us to attack their castle. But if you want to try to be the 5th person, we can see if we can slide you in if the video goes a little quicker, depending on how quick I attack the castles. And then we'll try to add yours in at the end. We do have a special video at the end again. Morex was the second one, but the first person to get the 3-star bonus is down here. And it's right here, Master Shake. So Master Shake did the first 3-star bonus, and he pretty much did it 100% legit. Attacked everything, and anyways, we'll have the video for you guys at the end so you can see how he did it and how he made it through. But I just wanted to let people know that Morex59 did also make it all the way through, but he was the second person to do it. Let me just go down here. And raid here. So this right here, about this area here, is when I ended my last one, which was about 3 days ago. We had Granto actually ran all the way through, so now that's another problem I had with this castle, is that you still have the problem until we get barriers where you can run all the way through a castle without being stopped whatsoever. So I'm going to try something new with the next one. I'm going to see if I can set up a really nice boss room, because I haven't done a boss room in a long time. So I think I'm going to try to do that, because some people prefer boss rooms in their castle. So I'm going to try to make a new one that kind of caters to people wanting a nice boss room. If it's not doable in a good sense, then I'll just scratch the whole thing and build a different one. But I'm going to try to see if I can build a really nice boss room castle. So this is where we left off. If you guys remember watching the last video, he was bored to look for all the mines. So after that, we started the new one, which was right here at Granto. Once again, he skipped every single creature, and he made it to the end. So as you can see, he didn't use any potions. Basically, you can skip the whole thing, and you'll see that when we look at the defense. That's the only downside to this defense. Other than that, for people who do try to get all the mines, it does become very difficult, as you'll see. So Neon was going to play with the no skills, and it didn't work out well. He's going to try naked next, and he tried it naked and it didn't work. So like I said, if you can get 3 stars legitimately, that means 3 stars without pretty much trying any kind of cheats or to try to use the castle's blank spaces to your advantage, then that doesn't count. But if you go all the way to the very end, 3 stars, and you are allowed to pull everything to the very end. So if you make it to the very end, pulling everything and getting all the mines, that counts. So once again, Master Shake was the first person to do that. Then we had we had 2 wins there. Then we had 2 losses, both by Sir Anthroth. So he attacked my castle, and then he attacked it again. Then we got another win. This I have to agree with. Ill-Gotten Hug says he hates the pause between drinking a potion and actually getting the health. If you notice, there is like a 1-second delay, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you're about to die, it's kind of a huge deal. I was attacking Priscilla quite a bit, and she finally attacked me back, and she won. So we got 2 losses, 3 losses, but now this is when I started getting back up into the 1,200, 1,300 points again, so I started taking big losses again, which we've discussed in many videos now. Antronic came back in, tried to do a retaliation. We got another win, another loss. Very nice castle again, thanks Antronic. So he lost, but then he came back and beat it. Got distracted. I'll be later to break your castle. I was Adam, and he did come back and break the castle. He says it's the same castle as a few hours ago. Yeah, that's because he attacked twice in the same day. I did not change it. I only changed it after each video, so it was the same castle. He says linear. Now, I did everything I could to not make this one linear, which you'll see when we go to the defense, but he probably ran through it in the sense that he made it completely skipped one part of it. So it looks like to me he beat the time, but didn't get all the mines. I love your castle. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much, Edward Silverleaf. Can you attack my castle? So we did. We attacked your castle in Castle Attack 3. So if you did not see that, you can go check that out. We did attack your castle. Then we get a whole whack of winds all from God attacking us. And then he finally got it because he found the trick, which I'll show you guys. See, if you give up on the mines, but he imagines most people will go for them. Great Castle, only a few seconds quicker. So Master Shake came back a few seconds later and then did it. He died trying to do it, but he did get the 3 stars. Then if you keep going up, we got a whole whack of losses here again. You can see that this is when I went back down into like the 1100s, and then this is when I was back up into the 1200s again. Where's that last mine? You need so Epic Eddie is pretty much saying that it's a maze, even though somebody just said it was linear. So that's where you can tell that the person skipped half the castle if he said it was linear. Thanks very much for the shout out on the videos there, Epic. Did it again. So Granto ran all the way through again. You can keep doing that, Granto. Honestly, I lose so many crowns and gain so many crowns, I could care less if you keep taking them. So keep running through if it helps you out. I would appreciate attack. We did attack here at Castle God. Went through that in the attack video. Using a health pot after I'm dead. Good job. Yeah, that happens to me quite often. And that, once again, is that 1 or 2 second delay from clicking the potion to actually getting the health. We got a couple wins. There is a winning streak we got up ahead here. We got 2 losses, but then we get another win, a couple of losses. Towards the end, I noticed that some of your mobs attacked a little fast. Good thing I ran out quick to change your bone guys from healing to casting in that haste. Well, no, I did not. They are still healing, Master Shake. I don't know why things started attacking faster. Maybe you had a leg spike. The maze got me pretty confused. When I had to use too many potions, I would have missed the mine, then I probably would have ended up with a tombstone. Yeah, it is a maze once again, Leo. So, I still don't understand that linear comment. Needed XP, love your videos. So, we had a couple people that were level 9 attacking. And as you go up, you'll see close to legit 3 stars, thanks Neon. But we still had one person that did it first. But basically, still doing the shout out that MoreX59 did get the 3 stars. We got a win, another couple wins, another couple losses. This is where the wins and losses started evening out. Great videos, great job. Thank you very much. What is that? Drak? Yeah, I'm going to go Drak. Couple of losses, couple wins. So you can see the wins and losses were evening out. And he was going for XP, so hope you enjoyed it, Derptastic. Sorry for my speed rush, skipping everything, and answer your video question, drop the control resistance. So if you guys didn't see the question of the last video, that was for the Castle Attack 3, and as an answer to everybody's comments, I am keeping the new helm, which I'll show you guys here for who haven't seen the Castle Attack one. I have 0% control, good resistance, very good attacker, and you don't need control resistance. I agree, Epic Eddie, and that's why I'm sticking with this helm. I did a bunch of testing after that video, and I really can't justify not using this helm. So I'll show you guys the helm real quick here. I haven't gotten any new items, I don't think. No. So this is the new helm. Bogart's fancy hat. So that's another one of the rare epics you can get out there. And it's pretty insane if you see the critical strike chance and then the amount of damage that you do with it. This was the helm I had before, and you'll see how much I'd lose. Like 180 damage per second and 21 critical strike chance. So that's insane. If you guys want to see... with that helm on, my critical strike chance is 48%. So it's pretty insane. It's pretty much like every second hit I'm critting. So there you have it. This is our nice die collection coming along. This one made it past the 10s. Still haven't done anything to the mage. Don't want to. So, oh, and some people ask me what my damage per second is. It's now up to 908 with the helm. So I'm almost breaking 1,000. I do have low health, but once again, I'm getting pretty good at dodging, so I don't really care about the damage when you can just dodge it all. So there you have it. So that's it for the shoutouts. So this castle overall did pretty damn good, considering that most of the wins people got were from just skipping a lot of it. So if the people who did legitimately go through the whole castle and try to get all the mines either had a very difficult time using 4 potions or they died. So it's really only the people that skipped part of it, and I'll show you that part. So when you come into this castle, there's a time killer area here, but if you don't go that way, this is what I did. So when people come here, my plan was that they would skip this part at first, seeing that they would see it and be like, oh crap, I'm not going that way first, and they'd go this way first because it looks easier, and then they'd attack all this stuff, get down through here, get through the small hamster wheel room, and the reason why I say small is because it's been reduced by the amount of stuff that's in it, just so I could make more stuff out here. So it's like still max damage I could do for less stuff in it. So I'll show you guys that one. It's kind of another modified hamster room. And then after that, you'd come into here and you'd kill this last one and be like, oh crap, where's the other mines? Which some people, as you saw, did comment that. And then they'd have to go back through everything all over again and then do all this and then go back again. That was my tricky plan, but apparently people don't care about his mines as much as I do, because I try to get 3 stars all the time. So obviously people ran in this way, came through here, and then through the hamster wheel, and then here. So they obviously beat the timer and then made it through, so they were getting 2 stars, and that's why there were so many 2-star wins. As you can see by the deaths, the people that did come back and try to get those mines, that's where we were starting to get a lot of the kills. So that was mostly people running out of potions coming up here now trying to kill. So the strategy did work for some people, but I mean, this is a good castle layout, but as you guys saw, there's still quite a few losses that are 2-star losses because people can just whoop your timer. And that's why I'm going to try to make a nice boss room for the next castle, so that even if they beat your timer to the boss room, they still have to kill the boss room as fast as you, and I do insane damage, so good luck. Okay, anyways, so as you can see by the deaths, we always go by deaths, so I'll show you the deaths here, and then after that we will give you the description of the castle real quick. So this new layout I have here actually got quite a few deaths. I actually had to pick 2 of them up because I was running out of points here to have more bodies drop to the ground. I'm at the max again. I believe the max is 18 because I've never seen it go above that. So whenever it's at 18, I normally pick up 1 of the dead bodies or 2. So I kept picking them up from here. But there was a total of 3 in here that were dead. This is actually where I got the most kills. The second most kills I got was right here. As you can see, there's 2 kills side by side because there's a mine here they got to go through, and all this damage, plus there's a Defendertron here to keep them in there longer. And if they try to run stuff out, they're going to run into 2 more cannons. So it's not easy to get this mine and to kill all these monsters. So that's only if they went that way. Most people went this way, as I already described. We got 2 kills here. I honestly... Oh, these ones here are 100% people went through... Actually, you know who that is? Nope. That's not. That's people who went through, realized they didn't have the mines, and then came back. So they were out of potions. So the trick did work. We got 1 kill in this room, 1 kill in this room. So they did get kills, but not as many as I was hoping they would. And the hamster wheel room, I suggest not doing it this way because I only got 1 kill. I have not picked up any deaths in this off the ground, and there's still only 1 there. So, as you can see here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cannons, as opposed to the last video, which there was 7. So I know that 1 extra cannon doesn't sound like much, but when you think of how much damage 1 cannon does, having that extra chance of hitting them with it does do an extra bit. Plus there's 2 less hamster wheels, and there's not 2 hamster wheels on either side here. So there's a total of 4 less hamster wheels and 2 less cannons, plus less corrosion mines and less creatures. So I tried this. You guys can do it if you want to as a reduced hamster room, but it really doesn't get many kills. So we'll go through the castle here. So once again, I won't go over the time killer room, and I won't go over this first room because it's literally just another time killer one where I hid one of these mines behind this wall, which, believe it or not, some people did run right past to go through the whole thing and then not know this was back here. So I'd say about 70% of the people made it all the way through, and then probably about 30% realized by the time they got out here that they had missed a mine, which is this one, and they said screw it, and they just ran through the end and beat the castle with 2 stars. So the first part of the castle when you come into it is once again, I'll tell you, I'll pause on the whole thing. So here's the whole section, so you guys can pause it here and put it down the way you want, if you want to use this layout. I'll show you which piece that is. So that one here is the corner corridor. Oh no, sorry. That is the cross hall. Cross hall 06 is what this piece is, which goes right here. And then from there, I threw in a different piece that I don't use that often, so I don't know the name off by heart here. Where is it? It's this one right here. So that's the junk. Oh no, it's not. No, scratch that. right here. So that's the corner shrine 01, which is this piece here. And pretty much the way this one works, I'll let you guys pause there to see the layout if you want. And pretty much I got spikes all the way around, so no matter which direction they take to go to this mine, they have to go over spikes. And I got cannons on the entrances here on both sides. I'm finding that putting these two rotating fire cannons instead of 3 is more beneficial here because you use less defense points and they still have a high chance because you're in such a small area trying to get away from them. So most people, I'd say, if you guys want to know which direction most people took, most people went this way. Actually, I'd say almost all. Maybe 1 or 2 people went that way. And when they go through, they have to go through 2 gel walls. So if they, once again, if they get through the first one, then they have to go through a rotating fire cannon. They want to get away from that quick, so they're going to keep running, which is going to drop this one. And then they've already used their sprint or dash or roll, and now they're stuck in this one for the full time of it, taking out a lot of their mana when they go into this little onslaught of monsters here. I also have the rotating fire cannon there and here, so if they're in this area fighting, they're dodging fire coming through here, as you can see, and fire from this cannon. Then if they try to come up by this gel wall, they'll have not only this fire cannon here stopping them from staying on this pad, but they'll also have 2 cannons here shooting them in this area, and if they try to just make a straight run through, they get hit by another gel wall, which will slow them down again, and they'll get attacked by these 2 cannons. So this is pretty much, that's why this section actually had the most kills this time, and that was because you can see how much they have to go through just to get this mine and then get back out. So that brings us back to where we started, because they'd come back around. Then they have to go through this section here. So this section here is pretty much the same layout. I just added a couple extra. I took out one of the smelly warriors, and I put in another smelly archer. So if you look at Castle Defense 13, you will see that these 2 room layouts were set up before, but it was at the beginning, so people were able to come in at the beginning, take these monsters and run them to the beginning and kill them. So I now added it to the middle so they can't just run them out and kill them. So people did actually stay in here and actually fight more often then, and that's why we actually started getting some kills in there. So if you guys want to see how those 2 sections are made, you can just pause the video right now because this is the whole thing on the screen. This goes from here to here and all this section in here. So that's that piece. It's actually a pretty good section to keep people on their feet and to have a possible kill. If I was to change anything about what I did here, I probably would take out this smelly warrior and put another smelly archer and try to put him right around this area. So what happens is then they try to go through here. They go into the, I think this is the cross junction chamber. No, just the cross chamber right here. Which is your regular hamster wheel room. I'm not going to go too into depth in this because it's the same layout that we've had for most hamster wheel rooms, but you can just see the minor changes that I made. Once again, you can pause the video here if you haven't seen the hamster wheel before and set it up like this if you want this one, but I would recommend looking at Castle Defense 13 because that one had a way better hamster wheel room and had a ton of kills. So if you want to see a really good hamster wheel room, go to that one, see that layout, and that's the one I would recommend more than this one. This one didn't get near as many kills. In fact, it only got 1. So anyways, they kill those 2 mines, and then they go through the end here. A lot of people died at the end, and that's because I got 2 kills there, and I think I picked up 2 bodies as well. No, 1 body. So this one had almost as many kills as this room up here in this corner. Because the people who tried to speed rush it and tried to get all the mines grabbed all the monsters in this whole section and brought them into here. And by that time, they used all their potions up, and they're fighting all these monsters with no potions. So, actually did get 2 kills in the boss room. That's empty. So, apparently, the best way to kill people in your boss room is to not have a boss room. No, I'm just joking. So, there you go. There's the castle. So, here it is as a whole. If you want to see, once again, the full layout of how I put every piece into there together. And what we'll do now is we will take a quick run through here. So, now I'm gonna first show you guys how easily somebody could cheat this castle, and then I'm going to actually try to do a full run of the castle so you can see how difficult the 2 runs are. So let's go in here. Oh, you can see my new damage as well. So this is what people were doing that didn't have to even use a potion. Now I'm probably going to end up using a potion because I'm not going to dodge things as much, but they were just dodging these traps more. is all they had to do, but I'm just going to run straight through them. But you could do this without using a single potion if you dodge all these traps. You just go down here. So see. Right now. So there you have it. I wouldn't have pulled those monsters over there if I ran straight through that hamster wheel room. But now you can see I made it through here. I got 40 seconds left, and I've got only a couple monsters to kill. And there you go. That's how fast I kill level 30s. Who didn't I kill? Oh, I'm validating. So it won't let me bring up the thing, but you can see here that that took a little under a minute, about 58 seconds. So if I leave the castle, the time they have to beat is 2 minutes and 38 seconds. So they had over a minute of time to kill. So they could have easily gone through this slowly, dodged everything, and then came out here with no monsters on them and nothing to do damage to them. So 0 potions, no monsters, and just run through and still get 2 stars. So that's how easy this castle is to beat if somebody knows how to cheat through it. I wouldn't really call it cheating, it's just that they're not going to get 3 stars. So that's, if somebody doesn't want a 3-star through it, then that's how easily you can do it. So now we'll do it as if somebody was supposed to legitimately attack it, and remember that I'm actually going to be killing these monsters quickly, so remember a castle that's, if somebody's going to do less damage, this would take even longer to do each fight. Let's go through here. Now, a lot of people did try to do what I'm doing right now and run straight through. That's why I'm running straight through, because this is what a lot of people actually did end up doing who beat the castle. That's why Master Shake is the only person who first, I wouldn't say the only person, but he's the first person to beat it 100% legit, because he stopped in each section and killed all the monsters. I think there's only once where he actually pulled the monsters a little bit, but he didn't grab every single monster and drag them to the end, which you're allowed to do, but he didn't do it. Oh, I forget which direction I had to go now. Oh crap, even I'm getting lost in my own place. So you can see I can keep one-shotting those mines, which is pretty funny. So he's just one shot after one shot. Now, obviously, you could do this better if you took your time a little bit more than I am. Now, most people aren't going to kill a mine in one shot, or at least kill them in one shot that often. I'm going to die. Nope, made it. And so there you have it. So that's how much harder the castle is, even when you're trying to power rush through it to get all the mines. Now this is where you get to have fun and just whoop everything. Ah. Oh, one shot. Look at that. One shot at it. I love one-shotting Defendatrons. There you have it. Now, obviously, I didn't beat my best time, and for some reason, one creature didn't follow me. But still, 2 minutes and something seconds. So you can see how hard it is to actually beat the time I had set, even pulling everything right to the very end. But that's how much more difficult this castle is if you run the whole thing, as opposed to just running straight through and getting 2 stars. So it was meant to be a very difficult castle, but a lot of people complained that it wasn't, well, didn't complain, but a lot of people said it was easy to beat because you literally could just do this, as you saw. So Mind you, if you guys want to build this castle, you might want to take this section and make it so they're kind of forced to go to it. But then, of course, you're making a linear castle again, and they can still run straight through it. I wouldn't know how else to do it that you could make it so people had to go in this room but not make it linear. It's very difficult. You're in that hard stage where you want to make something that's confusing, but you also don't want to make it so confusing that there's an actual shortcut to the end. So maybe, I don't know, add this piece here and then use some of these time killer rooms to add in a more crazy layout. But I don't know, there's some way around that. But you guys can see the cons to this, but you can also see the pros to this. So you can take the pros and the cons and take what you want from it and add them to your castles. So hopefully this helps you guys with your designs. Now, if you guys are looking for a great boss ending, and that's what I'm doing next, I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'm going to try really, really hard to make it so that that's added into this next castle, because some people have been asking me about boss rooms, saying, why don't you do a boss room? I used to do them all the time, but I find any castle that has a boss room I've been killing really easily, unless it's that one with that stupid flame dragon. But anyways, so just let me know what you guys think of this castle, or what you guys want to take away from it, so your favorite part of this castle. Also, where was it here? Oh, here it is. Also, putting this behind that wall, believe it or not, actually did work sometimes to force people to make it to the end, realize they didn't have them all, and go back. So doing something as simple as hiding one right behind a wall like that will make it so that people who want to say, oh, I'm just going to go this way because I see stuff that way, and that's probably a time killer way, you could easily put one there. Just don't put them somewhere where people always put mines. And you know where I always check for them? In here, up here. That's kind of where most people put that one, or they'll put it right behind this wall here, so that if you come in this way you can't see it behind this wall. So that's why if you guys saw me attacking castles, and if you haven't, check out the attack videos, you'll see that I'm constantly rotating the camera as I'm running, and you'll see sometimes I'll run into like here, but you won't ever see me go this way. If this is like the one piece and there's this whole section's not here, instead of seeing me coming in like this, running this way and seeing that there's no mine and then running back, sometimes you'll see me just run like this, and that's because I'll rotate the camera and look in this room as I'm walking by this wall and see that there's no mine in there, so there's no point in going. So putting a mine in a place like this, which is places where most people don't put mines, stops some people from realizing it's there, and then they'll skip past it, and then they have to turn around and go back and get it if they want to get all the mines. I do understand why when people get to the end, if there's only 2 stars, that they say screw it and they go all the way through anyways, is because the amount of gold or life force you get from a mine is not a huge amount. You might get like 500 tops, maybe 700. So it's not a huge amount, and by the time they get here and they realize the timer, they're saying, oh, well, I don't have time to go back and check for that other mine. So you're pretty much saying, if I get that mine, which I have a chance of dying, I'll only get 2 stars. If I just run straight through the gate, I'll still get 2 stars. So I'm just going to finish the castle. So you got to remember that when you're planning your defenses too, that people are going to come to that decision at the end. But there you have it. So that is it for the castle defense one. We finally got that 3-star attack. Once again, Master Shake was the first person to get it, and he did it 100% legitimately, so I can't say, oh, this person did it as well, so I'm going to put theirs over his. No, he did it first. He did it 100% legit, so he passed everything you need to do to get the video, so he's going to be our video of the day. We'll add that on the end of it, so stay tuned to see that. If you guys want to see anything else in the castle attack or castle defense videos, let us know. If you still want to get on that castle attack, let us know on the castle attack 3 video, and let us know in the comments on that one so that I can add you to the list. And if we have time after the first 4, I will add you in as the 5th. And if you guys want to see that better hamster wheel room, once again, go check out Castle Defense 13, because that one has the actual really, really good defense for that. It's gotten tons and tons of kills, so it's probably one of my favorite hamster wheel rooms I made so far. But anyways, that's it for me. Here comes a Master Shake with his castle attack on us, and he did an awesome job, so once again, congrats to that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know below, and subscribe above to see the next videos coming out, and as always, happy gaming.